All right, in this video I'm going to talk about how to create a will within 1 minute using ChatGPT. Now, a will, it's an important legal binding document, and essentially it identifies everything that you own, and when you die it goes to these people that you identify on this document. If you don't have a will in place and you die, all your assets kind of go into probate, the state kind of takes over, and it's not a good situation. So if you have the time right now, you don't have a will set up, we encourage you to kind of get working with an estate planning attorney. But if unfortunately death is nearing, or you're in a situation where you need to put a will into place really quickly, this video will kind of show you the very basics on what information you need in the will. So essentially, you got to be at least 18 years of age. You need to know what's happening. You, as the creator, has to sign it, and you also have to have two witnesses that also have to sign it. And that kind of becomes a valid will. Now, not all states will accept this, but most of them will. And I guess the whole purpose of this video is to kind of show you what ChatGPT can do regarding a will. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks.
Okay, here is ChatGPT. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you play around with it here. The website is openai.com. It's free to sign up, and unlike Google, you kind of have conversations with this application here. So in this example here, and the whole purpose is kind of creating a will within 1 minute. So we encourage everyone, if you don't have a will, A, to get one set up, and B, to utilize an estate planning attorney. That's kind of the right way of doing it. But if you're in desperate need to kind of get some type of will set up, there is a type of will that's called a holographic will. And these are kind of handwritten documents. For the most part, they're legal binding. But however, some states don't accept those. So you got to make sure you check your state. I believe, like in Illinois, for example, the person that's creating the will, they got to be 18 years of age. They need to understand the actions and kind of what they're putting together. They need to sign the document, as well as they need to have two witnesses, and those witnesses also need to sign the document too. So, but you want to make sure you check with your state. And again, this is called a holographic will, and that's what we're going to use ChatGPT to kind of create. So, so what you do is kind of very similar to Google. Is you're going to ask it a question. So we'll do, let's see here. Can you send me a will template? And it's pretty interesting. I think it's learning over time, but, it's first defining what a will is, right? And then to create a will, this is what you're going to need. So what I recommend you do, it's kind of going through all these different points here, is once it's done, is copy and paste this to a Word document or a Google Doc, and fill in the blanks. And then you want to make sure you sign it and date it as it's stating here, and have it witnessed, and those witnessed people also kind of sign in as well. But the key here is, if you ever kind of gone down the estate planning route, and if you ever kind of put a trust together or something like that, you got to list all your assets, everything that you own, like bank accounts, investment accounts. So this is like a good exercise anyways. You want to list your liabilities, everything, and then you want to list, the beneficiaries, right? Who's going to inherit your assets when you die. So if you don't want to use this as a legal binding document, but you've never created a will before, this is a good, example to kind of use to kind of start thinking about this. And then you can hire an estate planning attorney to kind of fill in the blanks. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you haven't used ChatGPT, I encourage you to visit openai.com, create a free account. There's a lot that you can do with it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Thank you.